tower. Woo! Yeah. Holy fuck. That was only one part down though. Sheesh. Like, we're still on day 2 with the trial. So, 11:56. Mr. Wright? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner! Oh my god. Marshal. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least. Officer Marshal. Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. I've got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Oh my god. What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? Could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshal? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. Or scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. No, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? Did she put it in the muffler? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Okay. Alright, so we're back in. Back in the courtroom. Courtroom number 9. Jesus, I love how they're all identical. Every single courtroom is the exact same. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What the fuck? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock knock. What is happening? Who's there? What the hell are you? What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you. Okay. Okay. I thought my game had, like, broken or something. Oh! Sorry I'm late. Oh gee. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, Edgy. How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy schmizzy, oh gee. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Oji seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney. Heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police. Chief of police? He's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Oh. Name's Damon Gann. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Oh my god. So, to what do we owe this honour today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out. By bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. The fuck? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. What? What the hell? This is one of the weirdest trials ever. It's all over the place. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature. Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. Or no fair. The day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. Oh dear. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. Sheesh. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favour first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honour? Okay. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, it's doing it for me. Okay. So... I'm guessing it's that. Yeah, this switch. Whoop. Whoa. Wait, is that broken? It looks broken. Broken. Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood. Yeah, it's broken. God, the fact the music cut out scared me. I thought the game froze. Ah, man. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one. Really? Damon Gant. What on earth? Okay. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, oh gee. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait, what? Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Oh yeah, in the opening movie there was two people. They were doing the exact same thing. Well, it looked like they were, but it was in two separate places. One was the prosecutor's office, so the other must have been the police department. Okay. What? Order, order, order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department in disorder. I mean, before I do anything, I want to look at the switchblade, because it's got a tag too, but I couldn't... Oh, it didn't let me look at it before. Oh wait. So what does the tag actually say? There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL-9-2. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6? Maybe it's a case number. That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Welcome back, Cribter. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Interesting. So we've learnt about, well, SL9. Weird. Either way, back to the thing at hand. Actually, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? Excuse me. Special. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. Would you try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time? So, how are things down at the department? It was a bad day for the department, weren't in any shape to do an investigation. So... Right, we need evidence to link it to this case. Oh, yeah, to this case. It was a memo found in the trunk. 675. Also says Goodman. I mean, I could try it. It's linked, maybe. Objection! Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife, this has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness what do you mean from the judge. This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL-9, or it could just be SL9, too. This is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s. Oh! 12-2, not dash. Your Honor, it's upside down. Oh. SL9! Oh my god. How did I not realise? So 221. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, what do you get? 21st of February, SL9. I did wonder why it was weird. I thought it was weird that it said 6-75. When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief? I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? Fuck knows. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Oh. Pardon me. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And also, they do mean Monster Hunter, but they've spammed every single thing I've posted to play Monster Hunter World. And I've already covered Monster Hunter World, so I'm mostly just ignoring them. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. So 2 detectives were killed. At the same time. Really weird. Whoa. That looks really weird on the Wii U gamepad. If for some reason Wright's head appeared before his body did. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Uji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, right? I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on the case. Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Oh god. Where he was found, how he was killed, when he died. Actually, it could tie it together if he was found in a car. Or like in a similar way to Goodman. Where he was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? But wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case, stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. The link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Okay. And that knife. What was it doing there? Wait, so where? Press that, I guess. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There don't seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Great, he's giving us that long-ass fucking stare again. You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Okay. Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. What I want out of him. Division, number, gender. What would be useful? That would be. If I can get his ID number. We could maybe find if there's a link or something. I don't know. ID! Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... Why the long pause? 5842189. Well, that's quite long. But we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. It was 5. Was it 582189? Was it 6? Oh no, 5842. 189. That was close. Mr. Wright, does it tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. 58422189. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? It tells me this. 5842189. Tells me this. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing. Like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh-ho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means... what exactly? Ah, wait. The ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. Even got the first number wrong. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this... mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho ho ho! Sharp as a tack, righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yeah, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed in the police department. In the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? What? Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. No, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in their case. Wait. I said wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth? They're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news? Oh no. He sent him away. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Yeah, it was him. Meekins' such a character. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right. I like how they spelled right wrong on the top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Okay. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright. Oh, well, it's, rule number 2. New evidence may only be submitted if it concerns the case on trial. And how is this relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over there. Good job, Righto, my boy. I was just doing my job. No. No! Poor Edgeworth. What the hell is happening? This case gets more and more confusing as time passes. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumours. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year. I apologise for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. We will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honour. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. What the heck? Oh wow, that was the end of the second chapter. Shit. Well, the second chapter for day 2. Fuck me. Yes, I do. I actually think I'll end the session too, because may as well. It's been an hour and a half, which is perfect. Goodbye for 12 hours. See you, dude. And that is going to be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.